and then SpadL's going to make an announcement. So we just thought we would do this a little bit before he made the announcement, so you guys can use it. SpadL can help you out, and hopefully later on I can make a command, but currently I just didn't have the time to do that because we are ready for Stingrays versus Harriers, and my goodness, this is going to be a good one. Stingrays, they knocked the Gorillas out, sadly for me because I'm on the Gorillas, but Cole Worker trying to start off really strong but couldn't quite find it. And man, my brain is all over the place now, but first off, let me ask, how's the stream going? Because my internet did get upgraded, so I hope it's going well for all you guys. Hopefully the frames are good. But let's get back to this one. Oh, yes! Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. QDC, I know you didn't have a lot of time to talk with me, but are you going to do play-by-play or do you want me to? I can do whatever, just let me know.
Go ahead, go do play-by-play. You know me, man. I go to bed at this time normally, so I'll let you do it because I've been brought here from the dead, really.
Yeah, hopefully the people in your house is not gonna hate you. Is it good or bad, Young? Is the frame rate on it?
It's pretty good. I have a trade-off. Don't worry about it. But you know what else is a trade-off? Fezu's shot there is traded with Slack's save. Both of those were credible in their own right, but neither caused anything to happen.
All right, now Fezu going for the control. Rap is there. Fezu trying to pop it over him, but a good save by Rap. Rebel in the corner with it, trying to get to touch past one. He can't, but his teammate does help him out. Rebel's going to stay with it, trying just for a quick shot. And Fezu! His double flip sent him right past the ball. And Rebel's going to say, thank you very much for this one.
Rebel just finds a quick and easy goal. And yeah, that's all by that mistake, right? One small mistake can cause such a big goal. And the 1-0 lead goes the way of the Harriers. And I forgot to ask you, Stingrays did knock you guys out, but do you think the Harriers have what it takes to beat these Stingrays?
I honestly don't know. I feel like the Stingrays, if they played how they did against us, I feel like they're gonna beat out the Harriers. But I mean, the Harriers, you know, they've come here in their own right. You know, they've done really well, and I can't really take it. But if I had to bet money, if I could, I would put it probably on the Stingrays because you know, my boy Cole is on there. He's done really well, and I gotta remember not to press tab because I can't do that. But geez, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I put all of my hard-earned channel points on Scorpion. Sadly, I lost 10K earlier today because the Vikings decided to pull a what can I call it? They just decided to stop playing Rocket League. And yeah, the Wolverines. I don't know if you listened to any of that series, but I said it earlier on the series. No matter who won it, they were going to win the finals. I still say Wolverines are going to win this in the final, no matter who they go up against, whether it's the Harriers or Stingrays. So I'm sorry to any of the fans of the two teams there.
I don't know, man. This is... Oh, dang it. QDC, do me a favor. Wait. Okay, yes. All right. I need you to commentate for a little bit because I need to edit the stream info because I may or may not have the wrong teams in play right now. So you're going to lose sound for a bit. I apologize, chat. Just give me 1 second and I will fix it for you. QDC, take it away.
All right. Well, it's currently 2-0 with 2 minutes in, and Mint tries to get it by, but Rap with a nice little tap there on his back end stops that from going in. Rebel with a nice save on Fezu's shot. Mint's gonna try and find it. He's up in the air. He misses it, so he's gonna demo Rap instead. Coworker passes it back to Fezu. Fezu gets a really bad hit on it though. So Slack picks it up, passes it over to Rap. It's gonna be put into the corner. Coworker on the front post, passes it over to Mint. Slack with a good 50. It's gonna go off the back wall. Coworker's gonna find it. Over to Slack. It's in the midfield. Fezu with a good clear out though. And Rap, he's not really going to pressure this right away. He was skeptical, waiting for someone on the Stingrays to come fight him, but instead, he was just given time with the ball. Coworker, though, with enough time, has taken that flick, and the shot, though not on net, very dangerous still. Rebel picks up this ball. Off the side wall it goes. He beats one. He beats two. He's going to try and beat Mint. Mint though, with a great 50, gets it by him, and he's gonna get it past Rap as well. It's up in the air. Fezu picks it up. It's gonna go off the back wall. Instead of going for the ball, he goes for Slack. Slack misses it. Rebel can't get the save, and it's a 2-1 game. Coworker cuts the lead in half.
Thank you very much, Revy, for covering it. My bacon, I appreciate it. But Coworker putting in work as he's been doing all season. This man has been a machine. He's done a lot of really good work. He did it against the Warthogs. He did against us, and now he's trying to do it here. But he only has 47 seconds left. So, you know, it's really up to the Stingrays what they want to do to come out with this dub. But the nice thing about the Stingrays is that the entire season that they've had 4 people who are, I don't know if fluctuate is the right word. I mean, they can have anyone sub in at any time and still be a very, very strong and a very worthwhile team. So I believe when we played against them, I believe Mints couldn't play and Parallax came in and subbed for them. So, I mean, it's like they have 4 starters. So, you know, they have a really strong team. And it's really interesting because, you know, they can always sub out and just have someone, you know, take it over for them. And it's, jeez, man, words. I feel like that's one of their strengths. But Cole, he did it earlier on at 48 seconds, and he did it again with 9. Just controlling it, popping it over 2 of them. And the last man back couldn't get there. And now he's tied it up at 2-2.
Yeah, Slack was back there. He was getting himself boost. He trusted his 2 teammates, right? One pressuring, one in the net, right? How can that one find the back of the net? But once both of his teammates missed, Slack for better keepsake.
All right, I gotta dip out because Parallax totally called it in the chat. He said, "Holy Cole, please put them in the backpack," and he did. What a turnaround! At the beginning, it was 2-0, and then Cole just said, "No, we ain't doing this, fam." And he completely turned it around by himself. He's gonna get the hat trick in game number 1, and unless something amazing, oh, Rebel, can he get the double? He can't, and it hits the ground. But the Stingrays take game number 1 in amazing fashion.
Coworker took that ball on his own, and he was able to put so much pressure on the Stingrays. He found some amazing shots. Coworker literally turned those shots into diamonds, and I don't know what he's just done, but he's absolutely killed the Harriers there. They had a lead, and it just seemed set for them. And then suddenly, it just slips away from them, right? It just ran away, the Stingrays. How do they find this?
That's a good question, you know. And that was, I mean, that's exactly what I was asking, you know, when we played them. It was just like, how the heck are you guys doing this? But like I said, Stingrays, they can pull something out that you never expected was going to happen. So Stingrays, they take holy crap, man. They take game number 1. And Coworker doing it all. The man who was traded pretty early on in the season. Like, geez, man. Chill, bro. But Stingrays game. Oh, dang it. And it didn't transition over. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Now it actually puts the thing up. All right. Sorry, I'm still not used to streaming. I'll be 100% honest.
I mean, there's a good thing about learning, right? Like, you can't get good without having some mistakes happen, without having your troubles, right? And that's the same thing in Rocket League, right? There's going to be troubling times, and it's how you power through them. Right now, the Harriers are having a very big trouble time. You lose that game 1, that is a very demoralizing loss to swallow, isn't it? Especially up 2-0, the way you lose that. Rebel, what is going on with the Phoenix over there?
You know, they just decide to bump noses. You know, that's sometimes that's all you can do. You just boop each other, give them a good old boop. But Coworker, he's gonna control it in his corner, gonna ask Fezu to help him out. Coworker jumps up, but I think that's a double because Fezu is easily gonna hit that one over to the side, gonna crab boost, trying to get it past one. He does wrap, demoing Fezu though. Fezu. That's the word. That's the one that I'm trying to do. Ooh, but this could be trouble. Slack couldn't get it out. Well, he ended up essentially doing so, but with an assisted pinch, I think is the best way to call it. But Fezu not going to get there. Rap still trying to stay with Coles, going up, but cleared away yet again by Slack. Now down that left-hand side. He's going to fake. Rap's going to turn, popping it over 1. I think that's a little bit too high. Cole blocking Rebel's first shot. Mint clearing it away. Slack is there, though. puts it back over to Cole Worker, who pops it over to the side, just giving possession away yet again. Rebel staying with it, trying to get some fancy touches, but Fezu reads those all the way down the field, and Mint trying to pass that to Fezu, who's going for the demo, and a good clearance away by the Harriers. Cole putting it to the right-hand side, still staying with, putting it off, doesn't have any boost to follow it. Rebel trying to clear that one away. Fezu getting beat by the ball itself. Mint popping it up for himself, going off the back wall to Fezu, who's up but can't find the touch he needs. And we are still tied with 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah, we're still deadlocked here, and Fezu missing that shot just reminds me of me, because I try to get those passes from teammates, and I'll often just be too low below the ball and can't get high enough to hit the ball properly. And that's what happens. You just get underneath the ball and you don't get enough air. Fezu this time, though, not going to mess it up. He's going to get enough air this time. After that great pass, Mint off of the back wall finds Fezu.
I think it was really epic because Mint actually was going for the block to make sure that he couldn't get the clearance away. Actually touches it a little bit, drops it down to Fezu, who pops that one in. And you guys, I just want to mention something real quick. I think it is hilarious because if any of you heard QDC earlier, he was incredibly exuberant and very loud, but now he's tired, you know, his family's sleeping, he's trying not to wake them up, and it is hilarious because I know that's not how you usually cast. So I think it's hilarious, man. So I'm just ragging on you, man, but it's so crazy hearing that. But Fezu, it's gonna go into the corner. I got it, man. You know I love you. All right, Rebel, though, he's going to take it down the right-hand side, but Fezu is there. Rebel trying to clear it away yet again. Rap staying with, gets it past Cole. A nice little doink touch. Ooh, gets a good demo, but loses control of the ball. Going to turn on it. Cole not able to clear that one away, and that's a double commit coming out from the Harriers. Then it could cost them, but Cole can't find that touch. Slack in the corner still. Mint couldn't find it, but Cole is up, trying to get it past one, but cannot. Mint going to head back while Fezu tries to keep the attack going. Rebel, though, clearing it down the left-hand side. Mint is there, trying to get it back mid. Cole is not going to go for that one. Rap opting for the shot, and Cole's going to miss. And Rap is going to tie it up at 1-1 with 1:37 left.
Cole was in another postcode. I don't know where he thought that ball was going. I think he misflipped, but that is not the play if you're Cole there, sadly. And although in game number 1, I think someone pointed it out, it felt like they were playing at a higher level, and I think I know why, because they weren't missing the ball. They weren't whiffing that much, right? They weren't really whiffing. And in this game 2 here, we've seen a lot more whiffs this time around.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. The Stingrays, they look a lot different. I mean, again, Cole popped off at the end, but they're not looking at their normal, consistent selves like they have been previously. I know that they're usually a momentum-based team, but honestly, I was hoping for something a little bit more currently. But then again, they fully reversed the Warthogs and at best of 7. What was it, 2 days ago? I forget how many days ago it was, but it was nuts. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. But
I'm surprised so many reverse sweeps happen, right? Like, you think about professional sports, right? It's only happened once in baseball. It's never happened in basketball. It's happened, I think, 4 times in hockey. Like, it's so rare that reverse sweeps happen. In RLPC, it's just a regular everyday thing, right? You see it once per stream.
If you don't mind me saying, oh, that's a beautiful passing play, but a good save by Slack. But Cole is there yet again, not letting us talk because he doesn't want us to talk about ourselves. He wants us to talk about him. So Cole, what the heck are you doing, bro? That was a beautiful pop, and Slack could not be found saving that ball.
What is it? Revy, you're saying that these guys aren't professional players? These guys definitely are. Come on, you look at them. They got the potential of being the next Squishy, no?
So I think here the thing is that professionals, you know, they're used to the pressure. They're used to a lot of these things. But again, like, even a league game is completely different than playoffs. So these guys, you know, they put in a lot of hard work, but sometimes it just doesn't work out for them. You know, like sometimes the nerve gets to them. So I do highly think that it's mostly just kind of the nerves that's really going for them right here. But again, Reflex was right. It was a best of 5, not a best of 7, and I totally just messed up my words and remembering, so I apologize on that one. But again, there's so much emotion and so much mentality that goes into this game that as you go lower, obviously, you're not going to have it as much as the professionals. So I think that's really where we're finding it. But Stingrays, they take game number 2, and again, there's only one name that we have to talk about in regards to that, and that has to be Coworker.
Yeah, he really, I don't know what he's doing, but he's carrying the load for this team right now. And well, as a coal miner, right, you'd expect him to be able to carry, right, be strong, right? If he can swing a pickaxe to get that coal out, I think he should be strong enough to carry some mint and some whatever a fezu is. So,
isn't that like a hat?
I think it is. So
I'm pretty sure it is.
So a fezu and some mint, yeah, it should be.
Put some mints in a hat and that's it.
you need for a coal worker to not be able to carry it, but honestly, this man can carry these guys easy.
Okay. I don't know if it's completely a full carry. I mean, these guys have still been putting in work. Like, granted, he's been getting most of the goals, but I mean, they're putting in work in their own right. But Mintz now, he's trying to get it for himself, but Rap is going to be there to deny him anything. Fezu pops in mid. This is a beautiful chance, and it goes right off the crossbar. Rap clearing it down the field. Mint is there trying to get it to the side, but Slack is going to be there trying to pop it mid. Mint is going to stay with it. Goes out to Rebel, who doesn't have really a shot. And Fizz is going to put it back into the corner. Rebel trying to get a pass to his teammate. Never mind. Goes for himself. Goes into the top left corner. And the Harriers come out swinging in game number 3.
All right, so that's a great pass from Mint to Rebel, even though it technically wasn't meant to be. Then Rebel passes it to himself. And then Rebel passes it to himself again. And then Rebel shoots the ball, and
no. Then Rebel passes the ball to the goal, right? I thought that's. Yeah, there we go.
He had 3 people chasing him the entire time, and no one thought about going for the ball. They just thought about going for the player. And so that's kind of what happens there, where the player just, hey, I'm pretty much home free here. These guys are just targeting, right? And they're just following Ring Around the Rosie. Right, that's a pretty easy goal, not to score anyway, not to be in that situation, but to find yourself in that situation. What a goal! But it was easy to finish off.
I mean, it was a good flick, regardless. Sometimes it just kind of falls for you in that regard, and so it worked out for him. But I mean, good control of him, a nice little just doink and a nice flick from him. But the Harriers, they're still 2 games down, and there's still a lot of time left. And I think for each game, we've seen the Harriers go up. No. Before the Stingrays come back?
That is true. But one thing I will say is that neither of these teams are on the level that we saw from the Wolverines or the Vikings. Even the Vikings, when they were getting their butts handed to them, were better than these 2 teams, I would say.
So, do you mind if I do a hot take with Bard instead of a hot take with QDC?
Dude, go ahead. I love hearing it.
So I am not trying to be toxic. I understand that the Wolverines have. Oh my gosh! What? No! That was gonna be crazy on goal if it actually went in. But so sorry. My hot take. The Wolverines played well. It all kind of happened when Vexel subbed himself out and put in. I forget how to say his name. Starts with a K.
Kazoo.
Kazoo.
Kazoo. I'm just gonna call him Kazoo because he has like 3 syllables and 2 Z's in his name.
That's fair. But, so, Vikings went 3-0 up when it was Vexel in there. And from that point on, Wolverines, their entire game plan was essentially just have, a really good solo player just take it and go for a shot. And, I mean, it worked for them. They did the reverse sweep and they won. But I still think that the Wolverines can actually be beaten by either of these teams because I have a feeling that, the Vikings, they're very disciplined, and that's kind of their whole game plan, and they try to work well as a team. But I think that, and that's a good shot and a nice pop from Fezu, and Mint gonna get that assist, but he beats 2 of them with this pop. It's really nice.
We're tied at 1 thanks to this one too, so it's a very important goal. Not only is it very beautiful, it's very, very important.
Oh yeah, for sure. But back to my earlier point, I feel like the Wolverines, it all comes down to consistency. They played really well against the Vikings. They came with that reverse sweep. But in my opinion, they're not consistent enough to make me feel like they have the title. Because, I watch them play and I'm just like, they're a couple times it's just like, nah, they can get scored on. They can easily be beat. So I really feel like it just kind of comes with how they come out on Saturday to take it. But it's going to be difficult for them no matter what. I think that's just the bottom line. But let me get back to this game. I've been doing my hot take for a little bit too long. So Cole trying to pop it down over to Fezu, who pops that to the left-hand side. Cole can't get there in time, and Rap, he's going to pop it up for Fezu. Don't think that's quite exactly what he was looking for. Rap trying to get that over to Rebel, who booms that one. It's going to be high, it's going to be slow, and Cole's going to be up and get that save. Rebel going to leave that one for his teammate, but Cole gets a decent 50. Loses some of the pressure for them off that one. Mint trying to clear it, but just gives up possession over to Rap. Hits it on the left-hand side. He's going for the shot, but he's just popping it up. And no one's going for it yet. I think they were scared of the demo, and a beautiful dunk by Rebel right there. Onto Cole, or onto Fezu, I apologize. Cole now trying to go for that control. Not flinging it past one. Never mind. Not lying. Rap went for that demo, but didn't hit Fezu. Hit Mint slightly. Slack, that's going to be on target, but Cole going to boom that one away. Not too worried about it. Rebel pops it up. Cole's there. Gets a slight touch, but it is enough. Fezu popping that one off the ceiling. Gets another touch. Rebel turning. Mint is there, and Rebel will find that save. Cole looking for that shot, but it was elusive. And you can't help but wonder if that was the moment that Cole really needed to step it up and score that one to bring it even more securely for the Stingrays.
Well, right now we're in overtime, so if the Stingrays can do it in overtime, it's no harm, no foul, right? But if the series turns into a 2-1 with a win here from the Harriers, man. Also, I do want to point out something. You said you had a hot take, right, for against the Wolverines. I'm gonna say something real quick. My hot take is the Wolverines are gonna sweep, no matter what team they go up against here. Reason being, not only did they sweep during the regular season, both of these teams, they did it after the trade deadline, meaning they did it during their hot streak. You know, the only team that beat them were the Vikings. I explained this during the stream. Ooh. While that happened, the Stingrays, they take a 3-1 series lead, and reverse sweep incoming. Bet.
Parallax said that they can let Cole off the hook for that one, but he does it himself yet again. A beautiful pass, a good passing play, and Stingrays are going to take it, make it 3.
Make it 3 indeed, and that is beautifully done by the Stingrays. Yes, it's not their best game. Honestly, the Stingrays, though, have seemed like the better team. Just the offense has been better and more consistent for them.
So basically you were saying that no matter which of these teams move on, you do feel like the Wolverines are going to kind of wipe the floor with them?
I said it. It was either the Wolverines and Vikings were undisputed number 1 and 2. There was no getting close to either of these teams at the end of the season. You have to understand, both of the teams before tonight's match would have had an 11-game winning streak. Wolverines, their only loss came to the Vikings. If they didn't lose to the Vikings, they would have had the 11-game winning streak. If the Wolverines would have won versus the Vikings, right, the Vikings wouldn't have the 11-game winning streak. So they won 23 out of 24, 21 out of 22 matches combined, right? I don't think either of these teams are losing a single match to the Stingrays or Harriers. I said it during that match.
Okay, so I do actually have to agree with Twitch chat, both for DJ and Reflex. I do feel like the Gorillas and Warthogs would have both at least made the Wolverines take a run for their money. Granted,
they're not
I believe
in the playoffs.
Well, yes, obviously, but you said that there's no other team, and you were saying for the entire season. You said the entire season.
Get spanked in the finals. I don't care who gets to the finals. They're gonna get spanked.
All right. Well, fine. We'll just keep it to this one. But I do feel like the Stingrays do have the quality to take on the Wolverines, and the Harriers. I might agree with you a little bit more on that one, but they're trying to prove me wrong as Rap does score the first goal yet again. But we've seen it multiple times that Stingrays, they go down early, but turn around and the Stingrays usually take it. So we'll have to see what time does tell as Rapid gets that first goal. Over to the side, back out mid. Cole and Mint getting caught up a little bit onto each other. Not quite ideally what they want. Fezu trying to get back. Rap is going to challenge, but Mint wins the 50. Cole trying to stay with, but Rebel beats him easily. Fezu with a nice touch. Cole trying to stay with. Gonna have an awkward touch, in my opinion. It is up for Mint, though, who's looking to put it right back down. Rebel getting a slight touch, and Cole... so when he would try to go for the pass, but it doesn't quite work. Rebel trying to control it. Fezu popping it to the left-hand side. Gonna go stay with it. Gonna go back out mid. Mint getting a touch, but it's only over to Slack, who puts it into the corner. Cole trying to stay with, and Slack 50s him, but it's still gonna go Cole's way. Gets it past one, but Rap is there. Shouldn't be too much trouble for him, but a lot of time was wasted for them. Cole trying to put it back out mid, but Rebel getting a good touch. Mint trying to put it mid for his teammate, and that is a Rule 1, and respect to both of them. You both better keep it. There's no way that if you break it, I'm calling karma. Fezu, though.
Yeah, whoever breaks that Rule 1, if it ever does get broken by someone on purpose, they lose the series 100%.
Yep, just period. Yep, no. Rule 1 is the... Oh, but Slack getting it right past Cole, who couldn't quite get there. Fezu trying to get a pass... Trying to get a pass over to Cole, but Cole was just a little bit too close to him. And for the first time, I believe, the Harriers go up 2-0.
That is a great goal there, but the 2v2 situation, there's a lot more space on the field, isn't there? And it makes for a little bit of a different dynamic. And
I think it changes the dynamic completely, honestly.
Yeah, there's so much more space, and suddenly a 3v3 turns into a 2v2, right? Some players are not that good at 2v2 in the first place, so...
Hey, why are you talking about me, man?
The fact that they need to play it in a 3v3 match is scary, but you don't dare break the Rule 1. Know what else you don't dare break? The goal scoring streak. If you are the Harriers, you need these goals to survive right now, because the reverse sweep is alive.
The reverse sweep is alive, but will they get stomped out by the Stingrays? They still have a lot of time. I mean, they have a lot of time. You know, they've come back down, but never by this many, so it's going to be interesting to see. Will the Stingrays take their foot off the gas? And will the Harriers be able to come back from this? But it does look like this fourth game is, at least currently, it's in their grasp. But, you know, if they lose this one, oh.
Ooh, indeed.
I don't know what to say about that one, bro.
I mean, there isn't too much to say. At least Coal Miner didn't steal the goal, right? That's something. But yeah, the net was completely wide open there, and that's it's a rough one.
Yeah, but we're gonna ignore that, I guess. We're gonna keep on because, you know, there's nothing else to say. Fezu now, he's trying to get it back in mid, but Slack is there with the save, clearing it, getting past Cole yet again, who again is caught up a little bit too far. A nice recovery from him, but it still will cost them a little bit of time at the very least. Cole trying to get it clear, taking it into the corner, still trying to stay with it. Totally gonna misread that one, and he is panicking right now as the Harriers do put it into the back of the net yet again to make it 4-1.
And the Harriers coming back here, they're putting up a little bit of a fight. Really, it's all about how the Stingrays respond, more than if the Harriers can keep this up. Obviously, I think the Harriers can keep this up. It's really if the Stingrays can just put this one to bed, because the fourth and final game is always the hardest one to win.
I mean, that's really the question, though, because every single time it's, you know, during the season, we always do best of 5, right? So, you know, there's always in the playoffs that extra game, that extra mentality. So that push of who can keep doing it consistently, who can keep playing the game well. So, I mean, it's always, I think we've seen it for almost every single team that, you know, they've never taken it in 4. I don't think we've had a clean sweep for, wait. No, even the Stallions, they dropped 2 games to Cougars, or just 1? I think it was just 1. But, I mean, it's incredibly difficult to always take 4 games in a row because you have to play well consistently every single time. So, you know, there's a lot to be learned here for the Stingrays, as, you know, they definitely need this experience if they're going to go into the finals. But yeah, I mean, Harriers, there's so much riding on them. Their entire season has led up to these last 49 seconds. I mean, granted, it looks good for them, but in the next couple games, we'll also see what they have. But they're definitely looking a lot sharper than they were at the beginning of the series. And Stingrays, they're pulling a little bit too, but Harriers have definitely stepped up their game recently.
Harriers really just pulled up their big boy pants here, I would say, and they definitely did very well. And that's game 4 in the books, I would say, isn't it? Yeah, it's 5-1. That's the dagger right there.
I was gonna say after that one, it is. No, because I mean, look at them there. They're all clumped up. They're not moving, and they're kind of reacting to everything that the Harriers are doing. So Harriers are totally in control of this game so far. So I think the Stingrays just need to take these last 18 seconds, and they need to just kind of turn it around. They need to try and get the momentum back because everything is with the Harriers right now.
Well, I mean, the Harriers have one game under their arms, right? But they need 3 more just to win the whole thing, right? So they need to play pretty much perfect 15 more minutes of Rocket League, and that's a lot to ask.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a lot more than 15 minutes because we all know that a Rocket League game doesn't actually take 5 minutes because there's a goal, you gotta wait for the replay. So at the minimum, it would be like 5 minutes and 15 seconds? Around then. So yeah, I mean, it will be a little bit more time, but it's going to take a lot of time and they need to have their endurance ready for this one. And I need to adjust the tick, right? Give me a second. I apologize. Sometimes I mess it up and that is not what I wanted. Whoopsies.
I think they're asking for a server reset.
A server reset? Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Let me just credit them with their win. And doop, doop, boop, boop. There we go. Sorry, I'll be honest, I don't usually stream it too much, so sometimes I do need a second just to